Hey guys, so in this video, we're going to talk about something a little bit different that maybe you guys don't know that Parker Systems does. So we provide what I call them cable packages. And what a cable package means is if you rent a large generator or a small generator, you're going to need the cable to get from the generator into the customer's site or into your site, and you're going to need a cable package. And so what comes in a cable package? Well, in this video, we're going to tell you. What we're standing next to is pretty unique for us. A lot of people use a road pack. We built these boxes because they'll nest. See how they'll nest, and see with this little ramp on both sides, they'll auto align, so if you're lining them up. But we roll in about 40 cables of new cable, and this is 4-0, and we handle all of our 4-0 cable with cam tails on the end in 50-foot sections. So we'll put together a package for somebody, and let's say they need 4 parallel runs and they need 50 feet. Well, so you're going to need 4 times 5 if you're going to run the ground. So you need 20 cables, and you're going to go 150 feet, then you'll need 60 cables. So we put together your 60 cables. So the next thing you need would be a tail, and we call tails just a short piece of cable with the cam connector. So this is a male cable, and this is a female cable. So your female cable are going to be just like a receptacle or an outlet. So this will be on the generator side, and then this is a male tail, and this would go on your load side. And so this would hook to your switch gear or whatever you're hooking up, and depending on how much power you need, these will do about 400 amps each. So if you need 800 amps, you'd do 2 of these, and 1200 amps, you need 3 of them. And so this is another thing that we'd package up for you. Another thing that we can provide you is what we call banded, and it just means cable that is banded together. You can pull once and get all 5 cables rather than having to run 5 individual ones. Another thing that you might need is cable ramp. It's a protector, and you put cables in it, and again there's a place for 5 of them. You notice how the middle one's bigger? So if you ever find yourself going to have to put a connector or something, if you can get it in the middle slot, or if you're putting a piece of banded through there, it'll go in the middle slot better than it will in the side slots. And then another cool thing about a cable ramp is you can drive a semi over this cable ramp. Even though it provides the protection to the cable, the front end of a semi with the narrowest wheel weighs 12,000 pounds or 14,000 pounds. So 7,000 pounds in a space this wide, you can drive right over it. So a forklift or whatever. So they're handy on job sites and event sites where you need to run your forklift or your big truck or whatever pickups. Another thing that you might need on the end of your cable is a Polaris lug. And you can see you can put cables in from this side or connect 2 together. But it's basically an aluminum block already insulated. And these are really handy. We'll run into this on hurricanes a lot where we're putting in cables for people. So let's say that we are hooking up like a lift station. This is a great big cable, so it's 4-0, so it's real big. But then this will give us an opportunity to go from the great big wire that we have our tail made out of down to a little bitty wire that maybe it only pulls like 50 amps or something. And so we can get to like a number 6 or a number 4 wire. So Polaris lugs are handy, and we can send those out in your cable package. We can send lugs. Here's another kind of lug we can send out in your cable package. So it just kind of gives you an idea of the different kind of cables and the things that we can put in your package. So here's another example of cable tails, guys. So some people on a 2 meg unit, or if you're paralleling, you may have multiple cables per phase. So here, this would be an example of where you could do 8 cables per phase, or you could do 4 cables per phase. And we can send your package out pre-configured with the lug and the tails already set up. And this is a box of cables that's going out to a customer. And this is 100 male tails and 100 female tails. Another thing that's unique to our company, maybe not so unique to our company, but one thing that we can do is this is a transfer switch. This would be what you would typically find in an industry. This one is a NEMA 3R, which means that it's good for outside. We have it wired up, but what we did is we went in and we added the cam lugs to the side of the box, and we put this nice case around it. So we fabricated this case inside our shop. And so if you find yourself in the need of a piece of switch gear and you need it in a temporary or a portable application, this gives you the opportunity that you can now ship this on a truck, in an open truck, and you have somewhere you can tie it down, chain it down, and then it protects it while it's on your job site or your event space. Switch gear, distros. We made a cool thing about our distros. We have some open face distros that we've made, and they're made out of wood, but it works just as well. So it's another example of the things that we can do for you if you need it. So here's another example of a custom piece of equipment that a customer came to Parker and asked for. This customer, they wanted 2 parallelable generators. Well, these 2 movie quiet generators, you can parallel them together. They have the right control in them to parallel. And so we're building this truck. So we took a road tractor that was the right length. This used to be a 3-axle road tractor. So we took one of the axles off. We're changing the tanks out. As you can see, we're changing the wheels. We went 24/5. It's got a Cat 6NZ motor in it. We made a custom bed and we're placing these 2 movie quiet generators on, and then we're even configuring it so that we can put the road packs and the cable for this application that the customer wants. This would be something that you might find like on a TV compound or somewhere where they want the redundancy of power. So both of these generators run together, parallel, connected together. So if one of them dies, you don't lose any power and the system just keeps running. So it gives you redundancy on your site. So another example of how Parker Systems can cater to exactly what your needs are. All right guys, so whether it's an installed commercial generator or a portable generator, a package of cables or whatever you need, at Parker, one call can get you your transfer switches, your cable packages, your generators, your portables, your towables, a fuel solution, whatever you need. We're ready to help you with a custom solution with any of your needs as it relates to power generation or cabling, temporary, portable, permanent, whatever you need. Hey, give us a call, 800-8-PARKER. Like this video. If you have a video that you'd like us to make about some of your needs or some questions that we didn't answer, leave us a comment. Forward it along to somebody. We appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for the next video.